If you're looking for the ultimate camper in relaxation, serenity with a whole bunch of innovation, this one right here is what you're looking for. This is the all-new 2026 Wildwood 250ZEN. Now, Wildwood does have a sister company, the Salem, so if you have the Salem 250ZEN in your area, it'll be the same thing, just with different exterior graphics. But let's get into it because there is a lot going on here, starting with this gorgeous light feature right here. This is something I haven't seen another manufacturer do. It's simple, but it's very elegant, and it really helps brighten up the space and just bring a lot of dimension into the room itself. Right next to that, of course, is going to be our main control panel. The lights here are dimmable. You can see the switch. You also get your JBL sound system that is Bluetooth capable, and this one is going to be pre-wired for solar. But then we get into kind of like the dining space right here, and again, innovation starts to come through, starting with this huge window. This lets in a ton of natural light, and something that I really like is if we undo the latches right here, let me come to the other side, and I will undo this one. You can actually push this entire window open, and it is on struts. Now you might be saying, well, Ian, what if I, don't want bugs coming in? Well, I get that, and they understood that too, which is why you have the pull-up screen. If you want, just a little bit of shade, if it's too bright out, you can kind of have it meet in the middle just like that. And when it's time to come in, you're like, Ian, I can't reach it. Yep, they understand that. Right up here, you will see that they have this rod, and it is magnetized, so it's nice and easy to store it. You just pull it shut just like so. You're going to lock it back in place, and you will be good to go. So again, it's some of the innovations, things like this that Wildwood does so well year after year, and the Zen is no exception. I think they did an amazing job. Another cool one is this right here, the Televator. So there wasn't a Televator in the industry that matched what they wanted to do, so they built their own. My favorite part about this is the fact it is flush. So you get usable prep space here. So many times, the top of the Televator is on top of the countertop. Not only do I hate the way it looks, but I hate the functionality of it. With this, it's flush. So if you want the TV to pop up, no problem. It's going to be tucked away right here. There is a switch inside. We touch a button. Now, yes, this is a fake TV because this was a demo model. Obviously, the real thing will have a real TV. The neat thing about this one is it has the same system they've used in the past where you can actually take this right off and mount it somewhere else. So if you want to use the same TV outside, for example, you can utilize that same TV. Obviously, you just have to disconnect everything. But again, the fact that this is flush mount, I think, is just absolutely fantastic. You also see a little bit of storage in here. Take a look. I'm actually going to sidestep, sorry here, but take a look at the size of these drawers. Ready? Poof! Look at that. Huge, huge drawers, giving you massive access right there. I love, love, love that those are so big. Well, as soon as you walk in, you have that storage space. And again, you get a little bit extra right there with the Televator switches. So just good storage as soon as you walk in. And then we talk about the table. So it's set for two, which this camper is built for two. But as you all know, hey, believe it or not, a lot of us have friends and we want to hang out with people. So we want more table space because we're going to entertain. No problem. Pulls out just like so, and now you have space for four. Something else they did that I think was very innovative and really cool, take a look right here. You have a fireplace built in. And yes, that is a space heater. So if it's a really cool night, you can kick that on, have some heat blow out, warm the space up. If it's like today where, it's 77 degrees outside and it's warm and I have the AC going, I can have the fireplace on for just lights and aesthetic, and I don't have to use the heat feature. Now, what you'll notice is I am sitting on the sofa. This, of course, is the main seating area here in the living space, and it's right across from that Televator, exactly where you want it. Another thing you'll notice is right here at the slide, they went with a woven material instead of linoleum. And I asked them why, because personally, I like the looks of linoleum a little bit more. But they came back with a really good answer. And what they had said is when you have something like this island right here, right, or this peninsula that protrudes out, when the slide comes up against it, this is going to, it'll bend, right? It's going to buckle a little bit when it touches it. Well, with linoleum, if it's cold enough, that will start to crack. That will become a failure point in the floor. That's not something they want to have happen. So it's the woven material because it is so much more durable. Now, if we take a look back here, again, I love the window treatment. So simple, so smart. These can be taken off and washed if they get dirty. I know that's a problem with being stark white like that, but the fact they're washable is great. Love the arches. They kind of continue that look throughout. We see it here. We'll see it in the bathroom. We go back there a little bit later. It's backlit right there as well. Again, nice big window on this side to let in a lot of natural light. While it's not the campside per se, still a huge window here. They still have the bamboo roller shades that they had from last year. Love those too. Over to the side, you get some good additional storage. I think it was really smart. They put an electrical outlet and USB port in there. And then you start to move into the kitchen space. And this, again, just smart design all around. You have some options here. If you're a coffee drinker like me, this makes a perfect coffee bar, right? I can put my espresso machine right here. I can have my knockbox, my tamp, and my espresso beans up here if I want. Or if it's a Keurig machine, you can put your K-cups up here. One of my favorite parts about this, take a look at this. Boom, trash can right underneath. Can throw that K-cup away, right? My spent espresso puck, I can drop it right in there. Or if you'd rather have it as a bar setup, right? For nighttime entertainment, it makes a great bar area too. And again, you take a cap off, you can toss it right in there. Love, love, love what they have done with this little space right here. I think that is just good use of space. Love that this right here, just adds a little bit of flair and design too. Coming over a little bit further is our fridge freezer combo. Take that, kind of open that up. You can obviously hold plenty of beverages in there, food, everything you need. Great cold storage. Now, if we go across the way, we kind of round out the kitchen here. So you will see you have a 3-burner cooktop with a glass cover so that you can utilize this as prep space as well. You also have the oven right here underneath, and down below is going to be great pots and pan storage. Also down here, we open this up. You see you have a little bit of storage to the side, but you also have a couple of drawers because, if you're going to have a functional kitchen, you need at least a drawer, preferably 2, and that's exactly what they have here. They went with a thermoformed countertop all the way throughout, which lets them undermount the sink, which they have done. Get the drying rack, high-rise, industrial-style faucet there. Another window, again, making this coach just so open and bright. Dual electrical outlets. Love that they put in two. They realized that, hey, it's a kitchen. You're probably going to need to plug things in. That was super smart. And then we start to move kind of up a little bit. And again, it just continues. You have a spot right over here. You get a built-in spice rack. That's fantastic. You have the hood, but wait, that's actually a microwave right behind it. So you have a kind of like a false hood here. You have the actual hood right there. And of course, the microwave above that. Great placement and design. It looks so much nicer than just having that microwave hang out. It is metal, so it's nice and durable as well. Now, if we take a look at the top storage, again, they've done some great things. Storage here, storage here. Normally, this is just dead space, but take a look at this. This now swings open, and you can utilize all this space up here. That is smart design. You'll also see underneath. Take a look at this. Not only does this add some texture to it, but these both drop, and you can open both of them at the same time. They've actually tested things. They've gone through it, and that's what I love to see in a manufacturer. A couple last things I want to hit on. Right up top here, you will see the blade lighting all the way across. Again, that is dimmable, as we talked about. You have a vent fan here as well to make sure that if you're cooking, you can get smells out nice and quick. And then we move up into the bedroom. Now, I like the doorway to the bedroom. It is nice and big. Right outside of the bedroom, I kind of consider this part of the bedroom, but you can see right there in the slide, they built in not one, but 2 wardrobes. There's a hanging rod down there too. And I think this is incredible. You have pretty good kitchen storage, and I think this just adds a lot. If you want to use this as pantry, go for it. But the fact you can use that for clothing storage, I think is great. Huge door here. Again, we have like the radius arch. You probably can't see it from that angle, but we definitely can from in here if we take a look. So you kind of see that theme all the way throughout this 250ZEN. And again, as we're in here, you can see right over to the side, you have a bedroom door. So if you want to enter and exit, you can easily do that. You have some coat hooks as soon as you walk in. Super smart. Too many manufacturers miss this. I love being able to come in and hang up a sweatshirt or hang up a rain jacket. This allows me to do it. Spot to hook up a TV right up top. If you want second AC, you can have that installed right there. And if we take a look at the bed, you have a versatile bed. So I have all this space here. I want to drop down and do push-ups. I can do that. I want to have a little dance party, sure. But more than likely, I just need space to get dressed. And that's what this allows. You'll also see right underneath, you have tons of bins. Plus, this is open, so you have a spot for shoes. Again, jacket, shoes, extra storage. They've thought through so much of this. Over to the side, you have steps. So if you have a 4-legged friend that comes and sleeps with you in bed, take a look at that. It's nice and easy for them to get up. They're not going to sit at the edge of the bed whining. You can see right here, you have a laundry chute. So you can put a clothes basket right down there. You have a storage shelf on the side with electrical and USB outlets, double shelves on that side. So if you have a CPAP machine, you actually have room for it. Additional storage up top here in your overheads and over to the side. We'll open this up because just in case the dual wardrobe out there wasn't enough, they give you a third one here in the bedroom. But it can't all be glitz and glam, right? Sometimes you have to talk about the not so glamorous areas. And they even did a great job in here. That is, of course, the bathroom. So starting off, I want to talk about the toilet itself. It is a porcelain bowl, so it's nice and easy to clean. I'm 6 foot tall, about 215 pounds. I have great leg space, a ton of shoulder space here too. Like I'm not touching on either side, which is pretty impressive, especially in a rear bath like this. A lot of times I am. And take a look at the countertop space. This is huge. You get all this space over here. You, of course, have an electrical outlet for blow dryer, whatever else you need to plug in. A little bit of space underneath. You know, not a ton down here, but you do have enough space for like some extra rolls of toilet paper or black tank chemical, and you can still tuck them away. But they did give you all of this right here. So you have this beautiful open storage, plus you have another linen closet right here that, again, is just nice and open. I love the wall board that they chose. You have the radius on the mirror, which is super cool. And if we take a look at these two walls right here, this is something that I've seen a lot in residential, but never in an RV. They went with a board and batten here in the bathroom. And I think this is so smart. It adds, it adds some depth, right, to the bathroom itself. It has a lot of nice eye appeal, which is something you normally don't get in a bathroom. And take a look at all of the towel hangers, right? I mean, how many times do you I need more places for my towels. I need a place to hang my swimsuit. You have all these all the way around. Super, super cool. Step into the shower. And again, at 6 foot tall, I can easily stand up in here thanks to the skylight. Could probably be 6'2", 6'3". I mean, all around, this thing they just absolutely knocked out of the park. Oh, one thing I did miss, I wanted to touch on, I forgot, was that there is another a pop-up electrical outlet right there by the TV. Don't want to miss that. So again, electrical outlets all the way throughout. They've just done a wonderful job. Let's go check out the outside. All right, let's take a look at the outside of the all-new 2026 Wildwood 250ZEN. Starting off right up front, you get the power tongue jack there. So it's nice and easy to level front to back, as well as to connect and disconnect from your tow vehicle. You have a cover for your two 20-pound propane tanks, and you have rails right back there for your battery. You'll see there is enough space for 2 batteries if you want a second one equipped. You'll also see a battery disconnect over to the sides. That way you can just flip that and stop any parasitic drain from your battery. You also have the rot guard right up front, as well as the smooth aluminum front. Speaking of aluminum, when we come around the side, I really like that they went with the upgraded aluminum. This is like the retro style. It's going to be a lot bigger pieces, but more than anything is the fact it's thicker, it's more durable, so less chance for any kind of dents or damage, and again, it just looks a whole heck of a lot nicer. As we open up the pass-through, you'll see it is a magnetic catch. They have blade lighting here on the outside as well. I believe you can actually have this running while it's going down the road. I believe in most states it is road legal, which is pretty great. And if you take a look kind of underneath here, you will see that this is good storage underneath that Versa bed. If you plan on traveling with water, you'll need to fill the fresh tank, and the place to do that will be right there. You'll also see this one has power stabilizer jacks. This front control will operate the front 2. Rear control, of course, will operate the rear 2. As we saw when we were inside, this one has 2 entrances and exits. You have these standard foldable aluminum steps here to be able to climb up and in. Covering both doors is going to be a large power awning, and as you can see, that one has the blade lighting on there as well, really helping to kind of bring everything together, not just to look on the exterior, but it kind of blends together the interior and exterior. And then right here is the outside kitchen. I love the fact that they included this, mainly this guy right here. I am a big fan of having an outdoor refrigerator. Now you do get the griddle here as well. And I see a lot of manufacturers do this. If I have to fault them for one thing, it's probably this. Just the fact the cooktop is right here underneath the fridge. I've used this setup, and if you've used a flat top, you know that it uses a lot of oil. It is going to splatter up on here. What I normally do is just take like a sticky piece of like paper and just put it up there, so that way it stops it from getting any grease up there. Works really well when I've used it. But The other thing you can do if you so choose is there's a propane quick connect right underneath. So simply bring your own Blackstone. It's going to be bigger anyway. You can hook it up and just use that. If you need to wash anything off, you do have the outside shower with both hot and cold water access here. Again, another blade light right here above what is essentially going to be the outside entertainment system. So you have the 2 speakers. Again, those are JBL hooked up to that multimedia center we saw inside. And as I mentioned, that TV that's in there, that's on the Televator, you can literally, if you disconnect the wires, just pull that up and off the mount. You'll have this exact same mount on it. You can bring it out here, drop it in place, plug it in, and you are good to go. So if you want to do that, it is a pretty cool option that you don't have to bring a second TV. Because a lot of times it's just not a good spot to put them when you're traveling. Second door, again, this is going to be the main entrance door. Similar setup to what we have in the bedroom, except for this one has the larger grab handle, because again, you're probably going to be utilizing this one a little more often. And then around the back here, again, you will have the control for the rear 2 stab jacks. You'll also see the square tubular bumper. It does have the end caps with the right sewer hose. You may be able to store it in there. I like the fact that there is a spare tire mounted on it, just it's very easy to access, and it has the cover to help protect it from the elements. Then if we take a look up top, you will see our 2 preps, both ladder prep as well as backup camera prep there. Coming around to the side, last couple things I want to hit on. You'll see we have 50 amp detachable power cord because we do have the fireplace in there as well as the second AC prep. You will also see that you have your city water connection, your black tank flush, cable and satellite inlets here, and then up front is going to be your tankless water heater. And there you have it. As I mentioned, this is the all-new 2026 250ZEN. If you are interested in this one and you're wondering about price and availability, there will be a link in the description. Now, this is brand new, so it will take a bit for these to start hitting lots. But again, this is a really cool camper, definitely one you want to check out. Thanks for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and until next time, we'll see you.